So it's a pleasure for me to be here with you and having this interview. I have some questions about you and about the community. What is the role, the function of the King of Konso?
The function of the King of Konso is the main role and responsibility is to solve problems, to settle disputes. If conflict happen between citizens, there is a council. So within a council, the case can come here and then mediation take place.
Yeah. So it's
this is the first responsibility. The second responsibility is performing rituals, giving benedictions. Like if the nature is not good, sacrifices can take place by holy water and by the sacrifice of the animal from goat, sheep, and the cow, taking the feces and mixing with the holy water, sprinkling on the field to have a good environment, very friendly with a human, and people to people also to have a healthy, wealthy, and peace.
Okay. So it's a kind of a spiritual leader and also like a judge.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And how many people are under the kingdom of Konso?
Almost more than 300,000 people. This kingdom have internally 9 clans and divided into 5 clusters. There are regional responsible kings as well, these clusters. And for conflict basis and ritual benedictions, it's my family, the leading family. So the area also is wide, about 41 villages. So the family is responsible for that. And I'm the 20th from the lineage of my family. And I took this kingdom since 14 years ago.
Okay. So you have local kings in each clan?
Yeah.
Okay. And the kingdom is inherited from your father?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you been out of your home?
It's 2 years because of the question of the self-determination of the Konso community. Because the Konso community, without their agreement, without their suggestion, it's a kind of forcing the people to be under the second zone with other 7 ethnic groups, together 8 ethnic groups, having 5 waradas. My people disliked that the second people's area zone, but it's like by force the community be under that second people's area zone for 4 years. But situation is not good. With the relations of other tribes, the neighboring tribes becoming rough and rough because of the problem of the government, local government members, their roughness linked to the community, and the relations become rough. So due to that, to bring it to the normal peace, my people like to withdraw from that and to have its own zone. But finally the question is not well accepted by the region. They like to collapse the question by force.
Yeah.
So many people killed, many people displaced and become out of the country, even not only out of Konso but out of country. But finally now, since present Prime Minister come, Dr. Abiy, this kind of questions, it's community questions, have to get answer according to the constitution. Since it's a constitutional question, so he let those who get prisoned because of this community questions to be released. So it's since a month ago I back here.
Okay. we are happy that you are back home.
Yes.
And I guess that you are now trying to solve all that issues in a political way.
Yeah, now what I'm advising for the people, even if the situation was really very worst thing happened and the act is not such a good thing, influences and people harmed, many properties destroy, robbing, illegal searches also done in the home. But what I'm advising for the people is just to apologize for those who do this.
Peaceful way.
To follow everything peaceful way, without any revenge, by discussion, by different meeting, and the future is bigger. The past is very simple, it's easy. We cannot, if we look back, it's not such important, but we have to look forward for the next coming time, for coming generations to inherit a peaceful, developed country for our children, for our grandchildren.
So to end with, I want to ask you about how do you see the new politic times in the country, in the whole country, in Ethiopia?
Now it's a good change coming. It's very nice. This time it's a global time. The interest and need of the people is going high and high according to the situation of the life. So I think this time now there is a good situational governance system is established. Everybody must support this change, this system. Everybody must come and discuss. The country is of all, not of individuals. Even those who come from abroad, from anywhere and live here, it's their country. So everybody have to contribute his idea to have a good developed country, to have a peaceful country, and to make people who are understanding each other by discussion. People must live in discussion to solve anything coming. Discussion peacefully brings everything nice and good, but insulting, undermining, and so on and so forth, calling names are the things and worst things which can create conflict and spoil the life of the community. So these things must be stopped, and people have to come to share, discuss ideas, at least by minimizing the differences, sharing the communalities. Otherwise, if somebody say it is my idea, which is good, the other is also good for the other. So there must be acceptance both sides. People have to accept agreements and make tolerance between to have a sustainable, peaceful country, sustainable, developed country.
Okay. So we hope you a long time of peace, agreements, and freedom. And thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you for your coming, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.